And I have a similar question, but around data warehouse automation. Why do you think, or what is the message that you can send to those companies that they are still very skeptical around automation in terms of data warehousing?
Well, I think the answer there is we're 32 years into data warehousing since the first paper was written about a data warehouse in 1988. So, why are we building these systems all manually all the time when the best practices of how you build a data warehouse are well known, and they have now appeared inside products to allow us to speed up the development of data warehousing systems and really shorten the time to build these things, whether it's building data warehouses or data marts, supporting different modeling techniques. All of these things are now available in data warehouse automation tools, including even linking up with streaming data sources and sources like Kafka and things like that. All of that is now potentially possible. So I think a couple of things. Still a lot of people out there maybe unaware that the data warehouse automation tools are out there. And so not realizing that they could potentially use them. So I think because there is so much investment going into analytics in the organizations today, there are so many different analytical workloads and there is such a shortage of skills. It seems to be now is a time to potentially take something that we've been building for years manually, automate the development, free up the resources to go and work on these other analytical challenges that are in organizations. So yeah, I think now is probably the time when people are saying, well, yeah, why not automate? Because we have the technology here today. And increasingly, more and more of this is being automated, which frees up people to do other high priority requirements.
Yeah. One of the things that you've mentioned that it's a hot topic in terms of data warehouse modernization and along with all the landscape and technologies is data governance. What are your thoughts about the impact that data governance has in this data warehouse modernization strategies?
Okay, for sure. Data governance is kind of impacting everything. I mean, today we are in a world where there's so much investment and urgency around data science, artificial intelligence. And none of it is going to be of value if the data is wrong. You hear the expression "garbage in" gives you garbage out, and I think the realization is that if organizations do not get the data right and get into a culture where there is ownership of governance everywhere, then really, no matter how much they build on artificial intelligence, they're going to get inaccurate machine learning models, and therefore the value of all of this effort and all of this expenditure is not going to be realized. So for me, without a doubt, data governance is very much part of data warehouse modernization and should really be part of the strategy to modernize a data warehouse, should be to strengthen the governance of data that's being used to populate the data warehouses, and also to improve governance within existing data warehouses. So I really think it's a big piece of it. I think perhaps how does it impact it? Well, it impacts it because areas that or ways in which we can use or modernize a warehouse can leverage things like common data definitions to get consistency across data warehouses and data marts, to get consistency across data virtualization, and also to be able to drive consistency across multiple reports in different kinds of BI tools. So for me, governance is really going to impact it, but I think for the good. I don't see that governance is going to cause a delay in modernization. I think if we are able to get it right, the governance will help us speed up the modernization of data warehouses.